Fabian, the FA Cup, just tell us a little bit about what that means to you as a competition and what it means to this club this season.
Yeah, I think similar to the Carabao Cup, so it's a tournament, it's a competition where you have a chance to win a title, and there are a lot of good opponents in this cup competition, but in the end it's only one game, and in one game everything is possible. And I experienced it already in Germany, the cup games, how quick it can go, that you can go really far in the tournament, but you can also be out really quick. So I experienced both perspective and side. So I'm really looking forward to it, because we see it as a chance, an opportunity to win a title.
Does it come at a good time for you in terms of the season, in terms of trying to maybe return to winning ways, perhaps?
If you want to say it like this, you can say it, yes, that it's the right moment, but in the end it will be also a tough game. So Norwich, they are a great opponent. They play really well. They try to play out and build up from the back. They have good individual players, so it's not like that for sure we go there and win this game. It will be hard work. We can't underestimate the opponent, and we have to work football, and then hopefully we have a chance to go to the next round.
They're obviously excellent at home, scored lots of goals as well. What do you make of them in terms of, an attacking force? Because they certainly have scored plenty of goals in that division this season.
Like I said, they try to build up from the back with Doyle, then have McLean on 6, both very good football players. They have a clear positioning in the build-up. Plus, in the last line, on the offensive line, they have individual quality with Sainz. He's a very good one-against-one player. He makes a difference, especially also in the championship. He scores a lot of goals. He makes a lot of assists. So we have to defend quite good. We have to press intense. We have to be very compact, also in a low block, to be ready to defend them. Otherwise, they can cause a lot of danger.
I mean, does the FA Cup, when you were in Germany, was it something you registered when you were out there? And how much interest is there out there? And obviously the Premier League is so big.
Yeah, also in the FA Cup, so I watched a lot of English football, not only the Premier League. FA Cup also, for me, Carabao Cup. I think the value of the Carabao Cup is also getting bigger and bigger. And yesterday we just saw, when you're getting to the semi-final, then the clubs, they play with the A-team, because they see also a chance to win a title. And that's why I love the cup games. I love the cup competitions. Like I said, it's unpredictable, maybe even more unpredictable than the Premier League, because there's only one game, there's only one opportunity in 90 minutes, maybe plus additional time, and therefore you have to be the winner, otherwise you are out, so it's do or die.
Historically, obviously, there was more than one game, there were replays, but not this time. Will penalties be on the agenda and practising those in the next 48 hours?
We trained them also before the Carabao Cup games. We will see how we will do it, if we have time or not, and then I'm sure that we try to prepare the team the best we can, and try to manage it the best way we can, prepare them physically, mentally, that we are ready for this fight, because we play away. It will be a big fight. There will be a great atmosphere, and we have to be ready for that.
In terms of the squad, Jack Hinchelwood pictured in training, Danny Welbeck. Is anyone returning back to the squad, or Mats Wiefer?
So with Danny, we have to see tomorrow if it will be part of the group. For Jack, it will be too early. Mats Wiefer, too early. I think also Joao will be missing this game. Louis Dunk will miss the game. So we have some issues, but I'm sure that the squad will be on the pitch, will be very competitive and strong enough to win this game.
And traditionally, sometimes teams offer the opportunity to younger players to get involved. Are there any particular players that might be involved this weekend to give them their opportunity to maybe show you what they can do?
I think we always play with very young players. So in
I
general,
think maybe Rory McConville, people like that, Perpignan, those players.
So I think it's very important that if the players the opportunity to play, that also deserve to play. So for me, it's very important that we try to get a consistency into the squad, that we try to build relationships, connections on the pitch, and therefore there won't be too many changes, but for sure there will be changes. But in the end, it's also in the Premier League, that we have to do a lot of change during the season so far, and that's why. Yeah, we try to manage it. We try to keep the availability of the players high. I think it's a big topic at the moment in the club, and therefore we also have to manage the game time. But we have to see the next 2 days who is ready, who's not ready, and then I'm sure that we try to make the right decisions.
Thank you.
Fabian, how important is it that you get a win against Norwich just to sort of end that run, 8 games it is now, without a victory? How important is it that you end that run soon?
It's always important to get a positive result, no matter in which tournament. If it's the Premier League, the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup, it gives you self-confidence, it gives you a belief and a trust in yourself, and it gives you also a better atmosphere. But in the end, I always try to say that we focus on the process, that we focus on the performances, because long term, I'm sure when you keep the clear line, when you keep the philosophy, when you keep the hard work, when you invest everything what you have, then I'm sure that the results will come. And when you try to get only the results, then you lose maybe your clear identity, then you lose the clear structure, the philosophy you have, and that's why I'm really focusing on the process. And I know that we need to get a result, and it helps everyone to get a positive result, but in the end, we really trust the process.
Is there a strong possibility that Diego Gomez may get his first minutes as a Brighton player this weekend?
I think it will be too early for him.
And just to clarify, you mentioned that Joao Pedro will miss the game against Norwich. Is that due to an injury, or are you just thinking about managing his minutes given the schedule that Brighton have got with 2 away games coming up later in the week?
No. So I would love to have him on the pitch, also in the FA Cup, but in the end he twisted his ankle yesterday in training, and we have to wait for the MRI. If we have any clear results about that, then we can let you know. But before, I think we have to wait for the results.
You don't seem to be getting the rub of the green in terms of injuries at the moment, do you?
But that's part of the business, and you will never hear me complaining about injuries, because that's my job to find solutions, although we have a lot of injuries. And I also trust the players who are there. We have a strong squad. We have a lot of options, and I really have a big belief and trust in the players who will replace the players who are injured at the moment, and that's why I will never complain about that. It's part of the job. It's also part of the journey, and therefore it's only about finding solutions and not complain about the problems we have.
You've got quite a lot of strength in depth in quite a lot of areas of the pitch. Do you think, in terms of, you've had a couple of defensive injuries recently with Ferdi Kadioglu and Igor as well, look like they're going to be out for a certain period of time. Are you confident that you've got enough depth in that particular area in defence for the rest of the season?
I can't say that I'm really confident, but if all the other central defenders are available with Lewis, with Adam and JP, then I feel quite confident. And on top we have other options with Joel, who can play centre back, with Mats Wiefer, who will hopefully be back, with Carlos Baleba, he already played as a centre back. So we will find solutions for that, and I'm sure that we try to manage all the players who are available to keep them in the squad, because I think that's the main thing for us.
And looking at the game itself, Norwich and the FA Cup, it's your first game in the FA Cup. You said that is there any sort of standout memories of the competition? You said you watched some games previously when you were in Germany and elsewhere.
I watched the loss from Brighton against United. I think it was an FA Cup in the semi-final. I just talked with Crofty about this yesterday. So he shared his view, his experiences, although I didn't experience on my own, but he shared that a great experience to be in Wembley, to play there, to come so far in this tournament, and that should be also our goal, because like I said, it's game for game, and in one game we're able to beat everyone, and we have to get the belief in it, and we have to be ready for the game against Norwich, because it will be a really hard fight. We can never underestimate an opponent also from the Championship, because I know how tough the Championship, how high the quality is there, and that's why we really try to go with everything we have. We try to invest, we try to go all in to win this game.